What if I told you you didn't need to spend $1,400 to get a Surface Duo experience? You can spend $800 and get a much better device. What's up everybody, this is Scott. Welcome back to another video. Last night on my live show, I had Adam from Tech Odyssey on, and he triggered something in my mind because we were talking about the Surface Duo and the LG Velvet. And it just happened to like flip into my mind, like, why should I spend $1,400 on a Surface Duo when I can spend $800, get an LG Velvet that is so much better than what you're getting for the price of the Duo? Now, I can already hear people saying, but yeah, it's not as thin as the Duo, and what about all these other things, and it's not a Surface product. But go with me on this. You can have the entire same Surface experience because no matter what Android device you use, the Microsoft apps are going to work exactly the same. Source, I am an Android guy. I know this. I have used all of the Microsoft products because I have to use all the Microsoft products, and you get the exact same experience on any Android device. So if you're looking for dual screen, just go buy the Velvet. Don't believe me? Well, let's run the specs on it and see exactly where we end up. So with the Duo, you're getting 128 or 256 gigs of storage, no SD card expansion. But with the Velvet, you're getting 128 with the ability to go another 128 in the SD card expansion that it has. Personally, I think the point goes to the Velvet in that category. Let's talk about RAM. 6 gigs of RAM in each, and the Velvet has the opportunity to go to 8 gigs of RAM. Again, that's a point in the column for the Velvet. Is it 5G? The Duo is not 5G. The Velvet is 5G. So yet again, another point in the category for the Velvet. So the display, and here's really where the big deal is. For the $1,400, you're getting 2 displays with the Surface Duo. Now, that is a tremendous amount of real estate, but you do have that hinge in the middle. That's where you can go get a $599 Velvet from AT&T right now on their website, according to this date, and then for another $199, so that's $800 total if you're going with me, you can still now have this same dual screen, and you have the hinge in the middle, just like you did on the Surface Duo. So I have significantly less bezels on the outside, still the same hinge mechanism in the middle, and it's a case, so if I don't want to have dual screen, I can take out the phone and use it as just a regular candy bar style phone, not necessarily the dual screen. So the Duo has the ability to use the Surface Stylus, but also if you're gonna use a stylus, you can totally pick up a Donut stylus on Amazon and use it with the Velvet if you really want to, if you're about that stylus life. But so each have the ability to use a stylus with their screens. What about the battery? Look at about 3,500, 3,577 in terms of milliamps in the Duo, but over 4,300 in the Velvet, so smashes the Duo in terms of battery capacity. And I've gotten great battery life on using this Velvet over the past 2 weeks or so. The Duo is also not IP certified for anything, whereas the Velvet is IP68 dust and water resistant. So yeah, there's a lot of things stacking up, and I didn't even talk about the cameras. You have a single lens shooter on the Duo. You have a triple camera setup that takes some pretty darn good shots for a $600 phone in the Velvet. But again, I can hear people screaming at me, but it's not the Microsoft experience. Here's the thing. Microsoft has made all of their apps really good and unique to use on any device. They're fantastic on the iPhones. They're fantastic on Android. I would actually argue that Microsoft does a better job on iOS, which puts the Duo and the Velvet at a disadvantage because the iPhone gets really good support from Microsoft in their whole productivity suite. But I can be as productive, if not more productive, with a 2-screen setup. I can have a PowerPoint presentation and my inbox put up on one side. I can also have my inbox and Microsoft Teams on the 2 different slides. You can do the exact same thing that they do on the Duo, a huge selling point where you can program 2 different apps. You can see on this other display right now, right here, and I'll probably put up some B-roll so you can see it. On the secondary display, you can see that I've programmed 2 apps to launch at the same time. That is the exact thing the Duo is said to be able to do really well. You can have 2 different things on 2 different screens. Guess what? The Velvet has that. It's built in. You go to the dual screen settings, you say, these are the two apps I want to pick open at one time. You click it, and just like that, it launches flawlessly. I do it with my work, I do it with the socials, you name it, it has every single feature that the Surface says is an advantage to it. And honestly, it is a significantly smaller package in terms of price. So yeah, this feels really good in the hand. Now granted, it's not nearly as thin as the Duo. Definitely not nearly as thin. And when you have the dual case on, it's thick boy. It's definitely not small. But if you're really looking for something to have two screens and you want to save some coin, especially when you start talking about the Duo versus anything else, the LG Velvet is a must buy in terms of productivity. 5G enabled, great cameras, great battery life, a headphone jack, USB-C, fast charging. It's everything that the Duo should have been, but from LG. So for a dual screen phone, I'm picking the LG Velvet 10 out of 10 times before I'm picking the Duo, because it can do all the same productivity stuff as I need my phone to do, just like the Duo is said to be able to do, at a fraction of the cost, and you get a much better phone overall. Better cameras, better battery life, 5G enabled, and yeah, I mean, it looks great. So that's it, that's all I have. Thanks for watching, and as always, like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment below, and we'll see you next time.